everyone, it's me again, Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to be filming right now. I'm gonna be filming my wrap-up for January. This is probably gonna be a very short video because my wrap-up is pathetic, but I definitely want to go into details with what I did read and get excited with you guys about it. And I was gonna skip over this video entirely, but I just decided making a video is better than not making a video, even if you're kind of ashamed. So let's get into it. I read 2 books in the month of January. Both of them were audiobooks. And I really like both of them. At least there's that. The first book that I managed to read this year was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was gifted to me and I'm still really appreciative. Thank you, Alexandra Roslin. I loved this. I really did. I had a feeling I was going to like it, but I was kind of shocked by all the reviews. Like, everyone was so excited about it, giving it 5 stars and loving everything about it, and I didn't want to buy into the hype. I was like, there's no way it's that good. But guys, I'm here to tell you it was that good. Like, I can't explain just how fabulous this was. I think it might have something to do with the fact that I was always kind of obsessed with like the glitz and glam Hollywood era of, you know, America, but I've never really done research on it. I just have always loved it from afar. Like, I love the old Hollywood glam and the old Hollywood style, and I loved this, guys. It delivered so much more than what you expect. I can't even really describe it. I loved the audiobook. I highly recommend the audiobook. It really puts you into that place, like in that mind frame, and the narrator just does a fantastic job. There's 2 narrators, I'm pretty sure, and the one that's narrating like Evelyn Hugo's life, because she's basically saying the story of her life to a reporter. I forgot to describe it. So basically, in The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is this icon. She is a Hollywood glam perfect human, and she has never given a full detailed description of her life, and everyone really is curious about it because she had 7 husbands, as the title would suggest. Out of nowhere, she calls upon this reporter who doesn't get the best pieces, doesn't get really any recognition for what she does, but is really trying to make a living as a reporter in New York. And she calls on her out of nowhere and asks her to write a biography on her life. She wants to finally spill all the tea about all of the things she did, all of the exciting moments, all of the tragic moments. She just wanted her story out there finally. And it is fantastic because the main premise of getting her interview done is who was Evelyn Hugo's true love, and you do find out. It's not what you expect, but you do find out, and it's just so good. It's so good. It's heart-wrenching. I cried, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember anymore because I like to block out the times I cried, but I'm pretty sure I cried. It was just so intense. I did kind of see the twist in the story coming. They're just like the big why, you know, why is this reporter the one that she picked and everything like that. I did see that one coming, but I still loved it just the same. It sometimes can be really satisfying when you can guess a plot twist, and this time it happened to be for me. I really loved it. I loved the glitz and the glam and the shenanigans and the dark side, because there is a dark side in this Hollywood story, and that's to be expected. Yeah, I gave this 5 stars, if you couldn't already tell. And then the next book that I read in January, the only other book that I read in January, is Two Dark Reigns by Kendara Blake. I'm really excited that I actually finally got to this. I was so excited when this book was coming out in October or November, and I just never got to it. And I'm so glad that I picked it up on audio. I was really hesitant to pick it up on audio because I've read the other 2 physically, and I really wanted to read this one physically, but I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. And the narrator did a pretty decent job. I actually enjoyed her narration. I was shocked to find out that I've been mispronouncing all of their names, all of them. Well, not all of them, I guess Mirabella I knew, but Catherine is Katarine and Arsenault is Arsenoe, I think is one of you guys told me in my bookshelf tour, and you told me that it's actually pronounced Arsenoe and that it's actually an Easter egg because of Cleopatra's sister that she had killed. I believe that was the story. Don't quote me on it, guys, but it sounds really interesting. I actually kind of want to do my research on that. It was certified by Kendara Blake that it was an Easter egg for that sister. But yeah, I had a really good time listening to this. It was so much more fast-paced than I feel like the first or the second. I actually really enjoyed everything that was going on. I did have a lot of frustrations because it's just not going in the direction that I thought it would. I was so sure of everything when the first book was released. I was like, this is what's gonna happen. This is the sister that's gonna live. This and this and this and this. And then the second one came out and really just trampled on my plans. And I was like, wow, okay. And now the third one came out and I'm like, okay, are we ever gonna get back to what I wanted? Which I know it's not about what I want, but I still kind of had hopes. So yeah, if you didn't know, the Three Dark Crowns quartet, I think there's only gonna be 4 books, but I'm not sure. But the series is about these 3 triplets who are raised apart from each other. They are going to be the next queens of Fenburn. But Fenburn is different. They don't have your typical, oh, firstborn, you're gonna be the one that rules situation. No, in this queendom, there are 3 triplets that are born in every single generation, and in every single generation, they have to fight to the death once they turn 16, and whoever is left standing gets to be the next queen and has the honor of making the next triplets. And it's just very fascinating. It's super dark. It's gripping. I don't know. I really love it. It just takes so many twists and turns that you didn't expect. Even though I was complaining about that, I do enjoy it. It makes it a very unpredictable story. I haven't really been able to tell any of the twists in this from what I remember, and I'm having a good time. I'm excited for the next book, which I think is gonna be the last, but I don't know. So yeah, guys, those were all the books that I read in January. All 2 of them. Yeah, I also did read a good chunk of The Wicked King in January, but you know, that doesn't really count. I finished it in February, so look out for my February wrap-up next month to see all the stuff about that. And yeah, I had a pretty rocky reading month. I was I don't know, I was just up in the air about everything. I wasn't really filming, I wasn't really reading, I wasn't in the mood to film or read, and I'm really glad that I'm kind of back into it. I'm getting back into it. I'm reading a lot more right now, so next month is gonna be much better. Yeah, I mean, let me know if you guys were kind of having a rocky reading month in January. If not, I mean, let me know what you read or anything like that. I love chatting with you guys in the comments, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!
We're beautiful creatures.